campaigned in every state of Nigeria. I visited every state of Nigeria, 36 states, and the capital territory, Abuja, so you can say 37. And I've gone to some states twice, thrice. I was in Borno, Maiduguri. I was in Borno South, Biu, which nobody have ever been to. I was in Gombe, and I was in Gombe South, Katungu. I was in Kaduna, and I was in Kaduna South. I was in Adamawa. I went to Mubi. I went to Numan, and I went back to Numan just on Saturday. So, quite frankly, there's so many other places that I've been to wires and tries, and they will continue like that. But my reason for going to the markets are very simple. I've always said we need to be able to go back from consumption to production. And you can't talk about doing that without having routes to market, where the markets are functional and everything. And I need to interact with traders and business people. I've been visiting industrialists, agriculturalists, and everything, learning what are their problems. So the greatest employer of labor, the greatest productive area in any economy I've studied is micro, small, medium enterprises. You can go and take a study from various countries, even in first world countries, talk less of third world countries. The countries that the people use as exemplary today, and I always go for the ones with big numbers, from China to India to Indonesia, all of them are their economy are all driven by this sector. In a country like Indonesia, almost over 90% of the businesses are in this sector. In terms of employment, they are creating over 70% of the employment. In China, over 60%. In terms of productive exports, everything, in China, over 60%. Indonesia, the same thing. Similar situation in Vietnam. These are countries that are doing very well today and are very productive and export geared. So I believe that you need to study, listen to this section, because they will propel what we want to achieve. And for me, the commitment is to pull people out of poverty that is measurable. What governments in Nigeria have not done in the past is to look at when they come in, where they are standing. For example, in 2012, our unemployment is about 10%, between 10 and 12%. Today it's 33, 35.
So, I mean,
our monetary poverty was 55 million, 33%. Today is about 40-something% at 95 million. Of course, our multidimensional poverty has then increased to 133 million. So these are things you need to say, if in 2023 a new government comes in, we need to draw a line. This is where we stand. And start implementing those things you think that can start reversing the situation and reducing something like our poverty, unemployment, inflation, in an organized, measurable way that people can.
Rulership in those communities. What exactly is the true picture of things?
Sharon, I've lived in Lagos for a long time, and everybody knows that I have the utmost respect for Oba of Lagos, and I've always done so to every other traditional rulers. My royal fathers have for me, they are my fathers, and I respect them. Wherever I go for rallies, I've been to 36 states of the Federation. It is usually the local people that organize our rally and tell us where to go. And everybody knows that on my arrival in Lagos, I did ask that I want to visit the Oba, whom I regard as a father figure anytime, anywhere, you know. And this is not the only place it happened. I've been to a few states where the emir, the obi, or the Oba was not readily available. So mine is to apply to visit them on a new date. This is not the only place. But you know, people, when they're looking for you or they want to go, they try to capitalize in one way or the other. Some even said, oh, like he refused to see me or didn't want to see. It's not true. The truth is that when we arrived, we wanted to do what we used to do, arrive and drive to the palace and see the Oba or the Emir, and we're told he is not readily available, you know, that we should apply and come at some other date. And that we intend to do because he remains a highly respected father to me and to the entire nation. And that we will have to do. So there's no issue with that.
So if I get it clearly, Mr. Obi, were you able to personally reach out, or are you willing to do that, to reach out to make these clear to the traditional institution in Lagos?
I will do that. I will do that. Shame, I said it's not the only place. There's other states we have visited that we are not able to see the traditional ruler. There's so many places. Even when I visited Imo, you know, I've not been able to see the traditional rulers in Imo State. So I can tell you there's so many places in the north that I went. The emir was not readily available.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Okay, as you all can see now that our principal, for some of you, especially Mr. Ike, you'll be asking what happened, what happened. I think you are happy that you are hearing directly from our principal saying that they tried. But obviously, we cannot expect Mr. Peter Obi to say it how it happens here. You know, even when Sheung was trying to ask him continuous question about the Oba of Lagos, but you can see that Mr. Peter Obi was being very, very careful not to disrespect anybody as usual. Yeah, and you can as well still see from his voice that he was disappointed, especially with those kind of words used against him, you know, that Igbo person and all that. So I think we should move on. So this video is recent, so I thought I should bring it here to tally up what we'll be talking about since. So when it gets to everybody's store, you can talk on it. But meanwhile, let's quickly move on to the violence that is going on in Rivers State, because Wike have been called out. You know, please mute yourself. Who is unmuting themselves now? Please, disruption, you know, is not good, especially when we are saying something like this. Please stay mute. Thank you. All right, Wike have been called out. Let's listen to this.
Welcome you, and also specially welcome the chairman to 12. I received a call. I myself, that is not possible. So no, there is the right side of the road, and the policemen we are looking at the fire. So
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to forward it to exact part they were calling on Wiki.
as we approached them, I our tires. So as we were going, the driver was having difficulty driving. And we got to the Oando filling station at Ratamani. And I said, okay, clear by this filling station. So the driver cleared. And this police Hilux vehicle, 5 in number, drove past us, heading towards Ada George. So this is what our state has been reduced to. The site was being prepared. This governor who said he was giving us the stadium to use cannot stand us preparing another site for a rally that he doesn't want to hold. He sent policemen attached to him to go and destroy equipment that are clearing the place. And as I speak to you now, he has barricaded the place with government house police to make sure that pressmen don't get to the site. He doesn't want the press to go and see. He don't want them to go and see and video the equipment that are on fire. He has used government house police, not the regular police under the commissioner of police. Police attached to Rivers State governor are the ones that have barricaded the place. This is what the state has been reduced to. Now, I am calling on the Inspector General of Police to please call the police attached to Nyesom Wike to order. They want to reduce this state into a state of anarchy. They want anarchy in Rivers State. They have attacked our members, supporters of Atiku Abubakar over and over. We have been complaining to the law enforcement agencies. We have written to the police. We have done everything we can. Now, these are not talks. These are policemen attached to the governor, going out at night to destroy equipment that are working at the site. I call on the president of this country, Muhammadu Buhari, to please call the governor of Rivers State to order. He cannot cow us. We must continue to declare and stand as supporters of Atiku Abubakar in this state. Rivers people stand for Atiku Abubakar. We will support him, and there is nothing he can do. There is nothing Wike can do. The Rivers people will vote for Atiku Abubakar. If he likes, he should convert the police attached to him into his private army. Whatever he does, Nemesis will catch up with him. But we stand with Atiku Abubakar.
All right, go and stand with Atiku Abubakar for your backyard for that side. I wish they cash you safe. You know, all of you now, you people, all of you are fighting for your selfish interest. You all are selfish. Wike is selfish. You are selfish. Atiku is selfish. In fact, Wike is satanic. You are satanic. Atiku is satanic. Tinubu is satanic. APC is satanic. PDP is satanic. Every affiliated body to all these people, all of you are satanic. When it's not favorable to you people, you come here and be calling for a press conference. Satanic human beings. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Let's have a second round here. Left is over, back to you.
Satanic for who is or do music. Imagine, just imagine him coming to tell us that Wike is disturbing them. Him and Wike, are they not in the same camp? They are both PDP. So who is he crying out to? Now alleging that he's using his personal police. Wike get personal police. The police is one police. Nigeria doesn't have two police, or government have police. They are under IG. They are all under IG. So verifying his story, well, maybe he's saying the truth, but whatever is happening to them, let them swallow it. Atiku has done worse to Nigerians. Yes. So let him not play politics with the lives of people living in Port Harcourt by saying that Port Harcourt is for Atiku. It's not true now. The whole world know that Atiku does not have Port Harcourt. I cannot have Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt people are obedient. For sure. Cannot take that away from the people, the Nigerians that have been clamoring for changes. So let him take his voice to wherever you can. Maybe probably you should go and be talking with Atiku. These people have done worse than expected. Well, as for that, the first video was about Peter Obi addressing the issue of the Oba of Lagos. Of course, Peter Obi is a very wise man. Don't expect him to fall prey to cheap blackmail. You expect him to behave like Tinubu and Atiku. Peter Obi is a unifier. He does not hate. He does not believe he has a personal problem with anybody. But if you have a personal problem with him, that's for you. That's for him. He's going to do his best possible to make sure things work for everybody, both his enemies and friends. You see the way he answers the question. He doesn't want to be caught in a web of accusation or in the ways of counter accusation. If you watch the matter since he started this rally, he has never picked on anybody. Whatever statement you make against him, for him, it's okay by him. Still tell you, you are my brother, I love you. I think that's the leadership. And that is what Nigeria need at this moment. The person who doesn't look at your plan, your evil plan against him, because his love is going to supersede at the end of the day. Now, you have nothing to hold him against. He did not insult the Oba now. That is not the only one that he have not been able to see. There are so many other that not be able to see. And hopefully, he knows he's going to see him. So would the Oba pick any offense and say, this man is insulting me? No, see where hold on. I think Obi is the very man for now that Nigeria needs. He's wise, he's sound, he has character, he's respectful, and he's peaceful. Oh my God, this is not the first time we are saying this. Insult him. He will not insult you back. He will turn the insult to love. Now, Oga Ike, you've heard him. You've heard from the horse's mouth. Didn't believe it, but we know it was true. Before now, we knew it. There are a lot of things we don't even come out to want to argue. It is there. You should know it naturally. This has been truth. Peter Obi just behave like the president as a leader. That is, only a leader can behave like that. Only a leader. And it takes too many time before you can become such a leader. Take a lot of training, humility, and kindness, and be humble. He's not full of himself. You don't see him talk as if he owned anything. He talk like as if it is you. He talk like, man, if it is not Peter Obi, it is nobody else. If Nigerians miss this opportunity it's going to be a problem. Anyway, let them try themselves. People are ready. Not this one we are talking here. People are ready. People are ready. That election there, I'm not afraid. Don't know why I'm not afraid. Whatever they think they are good at, people are also good at it. People are ready to take over this country. Let them not just do anything funny, because a lot of Nigeria are ready to match them for it. That was a rally. And the attack was just mild. 4 people, showing that they hide to one. Can't even let them come out boldly. Quickly hide, do a run, come out. I told you people that, look, these are little pocket children. I just call run, that they run and run. When they come out, what? When they receive water. You cannot stop a moving train. And this is what I've been saying. And that's why I've been telling people come and want to say things that will discourage people. And you don't say this. Nigerians are very ready. Let them go and import, buy whatever they want to buy. Nigerians, how many you go fit lick for bag of salt? How many? How many? Nigerians are ready. People are not saying it from my angle. What I am saying is not what a lot of people are saying. They are saying it and no, I'm very comfortable. I'm tranquil. Not a French word. That is, I'm calm. I'm very, very calm. People are very ready. People are ready. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. If you don't get it, you never get it. So, on that day, you don't need to speak much. We didn't tell them to go to the street. We saw people taking risk, going to the on top of billboard, holding Labour flag. Idiot. Taking risk. Who did he send them there? They don't care if they fall from there. They want it and they want it. Let people that are sensible, let them hear what we've just said. We are ready. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. The rest people now, my wonderful panelists here, on the final submission, you are giving your final submission now. We're not going to give time to anybody, but use your time judiciously. If you know, say you are taking advantage of it, maybe you don't talk for so long, we will stop you. But just talk to us so that you can have enough time to analyze whatever you want to analyze. You know, we are starting with Mr. Ike. Left is back to you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. I'm very, you know, the reason I asked if we can get the audio from Abuja from the DG, I'm not saying that what we had in Arise this morning is not true, but because the audio has no audio, so I wanted to see if there was a conflicting statement from both sides. I wasn't saying that what I had this morning in Arise is not true. I know this platform goes with authentic information, so I'm not trying to dispute the information. But what I was asking for is to make sure that what the DG said and what the LP chairman in Lagos said is the same thing, so that the press or the opposition don't go more about trying to, spill more fake news. That's my reason of saying if we can be able to get that audio. But thank God that our principal has come here to confirm it to us, and I'm happy he came. Like leftists have just explained, our principal is a very respectable and honest and honorable man, and I think he meant well for Nigerians. And to back what he said, if you remember that our principal has gone so many places in the north. Before he went to Lagos, he went back to the north. He went to see the emir of Bandu. He went back to see the emir of Kebbi. He went back to the north, about 2 or 3 places. He went back to see their emir, even though he has gone there to do campaign, So, and he has not seen any traditional ruler in Imo State. He just said it here. So it's not an intentional ad. It's only the opposition are trying to see something that they want to use. But I know that, like what you said here, leftists, he didn't want to actually say actually what happened, because our principal is a very respectful and honorable man. So, but he just, Shehu is trying to force him to say more. But you know him, he's very calm and quiet, and he will always give you the same answer, even though you put a gun on his head. So I'm happy that the clarification is the same, and it is good for all of us, so that the opposition cannot continue to, embark with all their fake news. So I'm happy, and I just want to say this is a good news. Also, we hope that a time shall come when they have the opportunity for him to go to see the Oba. Obas are not supposed to be political. They are supposed to be neutral, even though you might have somebody you have in your mind, but you don't need to show it. The Oba of Benin almost went out of his way, but he controlled his emotions, And every Oba will always say that is what traditional institution is all about. Anybody who comes to your place, you welcome, you pray for the person, and wish the person well. So it's not this idea of trying to show all that you are supporting Tinubu. Nobody is telling you can't support Tinubu, but your door should be open for every political party or every political presidential candidate. Sorry if you are hearing a noise. The people are cleaning my yard. I don't know if it's disturbing you.
It's okay. Go ahead.
So I'm happy that in a later day he will be able to find a way to go to see the Oba of Lagos. On the issue of on the issue of the beavers, I didn't speak about it the other time. That allegation is heavy and witty, but leftists, I think maybe you have more knowledge about things with that, and I think your submission, I quite agree with your submission. Probably even if it is possible, how can they launch it to the server of INEC? So I think I'm not going to be fearful about that from the people who are more experienced than me in this area of field. And I think that where we are so much worried is that INEC officials, because what is going on in Lagos State is a practical example of what these people can do. But I'm only appealing all the whole people to please open your eyes. When it's that day on the election vote, please go in group, join the town hall app, or if you find any obedience, go in group to cast your vote. Cast your vote, stay, wait, let the election result be announced before anybody leaves. I think nobody wants anybody to lose his life. Nobody wants anybody to die. Nobody wants anybody to have an injury. But we cannot be cowered away because of their intimidation. We already know their mind game that they are playing. So I'm only appealing to all Nigerians, law-abiding Nigerians, go and, conduct your civil responsibilities with respect. And I believe that God is going to help us to have a free and fair and credible election, because that is what everybody expects. If we know somebody is going to win and somebody is going to lose, after this election, we all remain Nigerians, and we will all remain neighbors. We will all remain friends, living in the same neighborhood or living in the same apartment. So this election is not supposed to be something that is going to divide the Nigerians. So let us know that it is important that while we are following the politician, we should be mindful that these people, when they go to play their golf, when they go to their dinner in the night, they settle and you see them as friends. On what is happening in River State, listen, honestly speaking, I am getting really frustrated and really not happy with what Wike is doing of late. He's trying to make River State a kind of a volatile state in these few days that is remaining. And I don't think that it doesn't augur well for every other person. So I don't know where he stands. I don't know what he's doing, because remember how many people civil servant he appointed. Was it about 250,000 or 500,000 before this election time? So all this thing he did at the last minute, we don't know what he's really up to. But I think
200,000.
200,000, right? So I think this is late action about oppositions. we know that you have a problem with PDP, but at least in every state, you should give them the opportunity to do their campaign, even though your group is not going to be there. I mean, there's level you can go. Just allow them to do their campaign. I mean, at the end of the day, people will make their choice on 25th of February. So I don't like what is going on in River State, because it's not auguring well in that south side, because whatever that is happening in River State is a reflection of what we want to see in Cross River, in Akwa Ibom, in Bayelsa, and we don't want a situation whereby in this south side we have a problem because of what is going on in River State. God forbid, we don't wish this. So this is my final submission, and before I give somebody another opportunity, please let us continue to remind our brothers and sisters and our friends in Nigeria that it is remaining only 11 days. It is not over until it is over. Now let us continue to encourage them. Let us continue to make them to understand why it is necessary, why it is important that every one of them that have PVC should go and cast their vote. And I pray that as time goes on, that God is going to do what he wants to do in Nigeria for the betterment of every Nigerian. And I hope that tomorrow, when we got the Labour Party man, we hope that maybe if I'm not working, or if I have the privilege, I might have one or two questions to ask him tomorrow. So thank you. I want to leave you so that I can go see the people that are working in my yard, so that I can, direct them what they have to do. Thank you, and God bless all of you. I see you tomorrow, God's willing.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ike. Have a good night. For me, whatever Wike does they should settle themselves. They are PDP family, so they are fighting themselves. That does not just concern. So let that fight not affect us. In fact, that fight for me is even good for us. Thank you very much. Next person here on the screen here, Victor. Victor, vote for Labour. Please talk to us.
Let me me now.
Oh, Harry. It's
Hello?
Harry. Sorry. Harry.
Okay, it's Harry.
Okay, Harry, talk to me.
Yeah, okay. First of all, let me go for about the response by Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the kind of person, no matter how they try to put pressure on him, he knows the way to answer questions anyway. But the fact that he cannot even say the way it's supposed to be, he just mind the way he talks, because he have to be careful what he's going to say. But the fact is that the Oba don't want to, the Lagos Oba don't want to see him. That's for sure. So it's okay for us. It's okay if you don't want to see me. It's okay. Let me go to about Wike. The Wike of a thing. I'm not the politician is coming out to cry. The Wike did that. So it's painful now. This is how they intimidate other Nigerians too. The politicians. Why is he crying? They should not come out and start crying. They should keep on rounding themselves with their police there. They did the same to underage citizens too. They use police to intimidate other people. So now he's crying about Wike doing it. Wike should keep on doing it. Wike is just doing it for his personal selfish interest, that's all. But anyway, for us, it's okay. I don't see anything about it, against it. He should keep on doing it. For us, it will be better. Everybody, all the politicians that is making noise now, all they are looking for their own selfish interest. He that is saying article, River State is for PDP, this and that, so vote for article. I know that the River State want to vote for article. River State people want to vote for Labour Party. If you don't know that. All politicians are fighting for their own selfish interests. So anything Wike is doing to him, he should bear it. He should bear it. Wike should keep on doing it. But Wike should remember one thing. After he's going to leave as governor, maybe all the things that he's doing in West River State will come back to him. We don't know. But anyway, at the moment, for us, it's better. He should keep on fighting. They should fight themselves. Because for me as another citizen, I'm not interested. So he should stop coming out and start crying like a crying baby. Atiku, Tinubu are not going to win this election because Nigeria is sick. we need somebody to heal that country fast. To put us in, to put Nigeria in the right direction, because Nigeria, the way Nigeria is going now, if any mistake, it's going to explode. And if it explodes, it's not going to be a good thing. Eh? So that's why we are looking forward for our president, Peter Obi, on this day. My stomach is always making me murum to this day to come. To say, after the election, they'll say, Obi win. That's what I'm waiting for. Other things that's coming around, I'm not interested. I want to use some media now for the governor of Edo State, the commissioner of police, IG, to call Oshiomhole and Tony Kabaka to order now, before it's too late. Because I cannot stand to see those two talks try to make things difficult in Edo State these days. I'll be saying it every time. There's never a time I like this Oshiomhole. There's no time. Forget about when he was a governor. There was never a time I like him. Because it's a criminal. Oshiomhole is a criminal. If it's not a criminal, where you get this money to use to build a university? Where you get this money from? Where? If you want to make things better for that country, for your own state, why don't you use those money to make to build industry? Why didn't you use it? We have a lot of graduates everywhere, no job, but it's still building university. Do we need university in Nigeria now? So it's the same criminal. They should call them now to order. Oshiomhole needs to be arrested, invited. Tony Kabaka should be kept in at least Oko prison for some time after the election. They can release him, because those people, they're not giving a good image in Edo State. You want to be like MC Oluomo Oluomo of Lagos. This is what they are trying to do in Edo State. But anyway, Edo people is obedient. They will withstand all this their madness, because they did it before during a governorship election. So this one is obedient now. They cannot withstand obedient, that's for sure. But nevertheless, the governor of Edo State, I think you're going to hear this. He saw this video already, introduced something about it. Oshiomhole need to be invited and warned. Tony Kabaka should be locked. After election, they can release him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And at the end of the day, Obaseki is not going to do nothing. He will have the box.
Yeah, because if you don't do nothing, when the state is unsettled, when there's
Yes, because they are all the same. They are all in the same airport.
Yeah, but when the states start burning, then it's too late for him then to work.
My brother,
You have to do something.
don't worry.
Yeah.
The state will not burn. They are only just being sarcastic. The state will not burn. I want to assure you that.
Sorry for stay. I hate Oshiomhole more than my waist, for real.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's your opinion. You have right to your opinion. Let's move to the next person. Oga Chuks, please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr.
Oga Chuks, I mean, I need to talk.
No, not me.
Oga Chuks, talk
Can you hear me?
Now after Mr. Chuks, now it will be you, Victor.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I was a bit confused.
Go ahead, Mr. Chuks.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Leftis. Thank you once again. Yeah, like the previous speaker said, our principal is just that man with wisdom, the Oba of Lagos, he has given him another opportunity, to see him, because that is how I read meaning into what he just said, and that's why he gave an example of some areas whereby he goes, whether it's genuine or not, he always make an effort to make a second trial, even though he did not tell us if those ones are successful. We assume those ones are successful. So, Oba of Lagos, you have been given an opportunity to clear yourself. If you miss this time, which means we take the previous report as the actual line of event, because I mean, I'm not saying there's conflicting information, but just the way our principal understands that everybody needs giving a chance. Yeah, he made it clear they contacted them, they tried to see him, he wasn't available, so he take it as he genuinely wasn't available and extended another arms of shake, hoping that the Oba of Lagos will utilize that opportunity. We hope so, but if not, we move. At least he understands that the Oba might not be available. Just like him, many people want to see him. Sometimes they can't see him. So that's what I get my take on that. Coming to Showore, because I've been seeing a lot of articles from his news paper, attacking Obi. It's quite frustrating, and I can't understand. Once you see fake news about Obi, I don't want to be mentioning it here because it's irrelevant. Every minute that newspaper is all over the place, sharing fake news, because it's completely fake news. A lot of them, it's been cleared. So I don't know what his aim is, but whatever his aim is, I assure him he's gonna be defeated. I'm not those who is saying this is how he did during Jonathan's time, because Jonathan wasn't favoring me too. He wasn't favoring Nigerians. Yeah, the same way we're fighting for a change now. That's the same way people get involved that time to fight for a change. But the difference is those ones who fought for that change, they weren't there to hold them accountable. That is the difference between us and them. Our own, we will stay back, hold them accountable. They've already asked us to hold them accountable. So it's not a question of, we don't know. Even if we didn't know, they have reminded us that they needed to be held accountable. So I don't know what Showere's plan is, because he cannot tell me that he is not aware of the fake news his news media is parading all over internet. He must have code of conduct, how, just like Niger Watch here. You cannot come here and share unverified information. No. That is how somebody who has integrity behaves. This is exactly what we're talking about. It's not about telling us you are fighting for freedom of Nigeria. But look at the little chance you have to fight for that freedom. Look at how you use it. Look at how you're misusing it. Because if you are in a race as well, and you see anything, because I know they're gonna say, oh, we didn't originate this. If you didn't originate it, why won't you verify before you post it out? Why won't you verify? Because this same thing right here, I know how many times I've put up this thing. Mr. Elvis told me we can't just play it. We have to verify it. We have to, do our job. So it's so disheartening. I don't know who talks to him, if they don't remind him what he's doing, let him look back and see the real damage he's doing. I don't like attacking an individual, but it's quite disheartening because most of us see him as a way forward before now. Most of us see him as a way forward before now. Agitated him even when he was taken by DSS and all those shenanigan trial. Each and every one of us spoke up. The internet was on fire. But look how he's paying us back. Look how he's paying us back. Millions of Nigerians who were on internet protesting his innocence. This is how he's paying us back. I hope you know that we will never forget. We will never forget. But I'm gonna assure him, we're gonna assure him that we will defeat them come 25th. It doesn't matter the lies, whatever they do, we will defeat them. That's all I take on that. I go to Wike. I think most of us know it, from day one. Despite the fact that what he's doing, I can say, is favoring us. That's why we are. It's like we're on the same page. No, we're not on the same page. We made it clear here. Most of us made it clear here that he is fighting an interest-based fight. Yes, he used that opportunity to expose themselves. And this is what is still going on till now. I don't know how to categorize him, because we can come out today and tell me that he has integrity. No, he hasn't got any. He said in January, he is gonna make his position known. To date, we don't know his position. Is that the kind of person that will come out tomorrow and tell us that he's got integrity? It's not happening. And I'm using this opportunity to call upon him. Cease the violence. Whoever that is involved, cease the violence. Our people need not to die because of election. The same way that life is good for you, is sweet for you, the same hope you are having is the same hope those that will die out of this violence have. So I'm calling upon all sides, cease your fire in violence. That is exactly what we're saying. That's exactly why we are pained with what happened on Saturday. So I'm calling upon every side, all states, everywhere in Nigeria, please. Our blood is not worth sacrificing for this election, please. It's not worth sacrificing for this election. Please, cease the violence. And I had somebody from a Rufai's program yesterday.
Okay.
Calling upon Lagos State to bring on a peace accord between all the parties there. And I think that is a good idea. That is a good idea. Lagos State, they should bring all political parties to sign peace accord, including BAT, USU. Let them sign peace accord. Because if he cannot sign peace accord and something happens, INEC, everybody that is interested in this election, please, it is important that they start, reminding people that election violence is not acceptable. And anybody they found now, and I'm using this opportunity as well to call upon Lagos State Police to bring those people that are involved in Saturday's incident to book.
Thank you.
Because that will show that we teach others lessons, so that this election coming on barely 11 days now, to be free and fair without violence. I yield here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shooks. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Shooks, you really use the time. You use that to your own satisfaction. All right. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's move on to the next person, Mr. Victor. Now your time now. use them. That's solution.
Mr. Chiki, try you maximize your possibility, your time.
Yes,
But
man.
Victor, make you dey try get patient. Abeg.
My body they hot. They hot like
Oh,
fire.
Abeg,
I
no be
want
only your
explode
body
for
dey hot.
here. You know why they want
You-
explode?
You
We
na
are
your
going
body
to-
dey hot.
we
You
are
na your
going
body
to-
dey hot. We
Don't
na we
worry.
dey give the heat.
Exactly.
Don't worry. They go see something where go happen this
Oh.
week now. Just watch.
No.
You see, I want to thank Mr. Niger Watch once again. God will bless you. God will bless you for giving all this place to show woto to them. This is phase 2 woto. I think the first one they said Peter Obi people the 2 days stubborn. Okay, no problem. The phase 2 is coming now. I want to thank you all. I want to thank Nigerians. I'm speaking to all Nigerians in the diaspora and Nigerians in Nigeria itself. I'm going to talk on, firstly, I'm going to speak on the beavers. All those information you are hearing about the beavers, whatever from personnel that spoke, those things are not true. They are trying to, we know what they are trying to do. In an election period, yes, you try to make some people wake up because they are trying to make some stupid moves. Sorry for my word. Some silly moves. But when we bring up some issue, we are trying to make the INEC official wake up to their responsibility. And I thank God they are going to wake up to their responsibility because they are sitting on a time bomb. If you don't know, I know. You must know. Even the lawyers know all over Nigeria. They are sitting on a time bomb. Any mistake from them is going to cost the Nigerian nation a lot from the international community. It's going to cost Nigerian nation a lot in terms of economic progress. It's going to cost Nigerian nation a lot in stagnating the generation of Nigerians that want to go out there to change the polity happening in Nigeria. I'm not going to say more than this. The beavers cannot be compromised. I repeat, it cannot be compromised. If they want to compromise it, let them try. It cannot be compromised because the company that set up that manufacture it, the company that got all the protocols to put it together, it was written by some group of Nigerians, and they now have to give it to a company that will set up the protocols outside this country. The companies cannot mess up their product. Because if they're going to mess up their product, it's going to cause international war, problem in the international arena. It's going to cause you people don't know what this is. It's going to cause a big problem in the international arena. We should know that. It's not only Nigeria, but it's going to cause a lot of problem. Because if you compromise this little thing, we have not got to 80% of it. If you compromise this, a lot of the international community is going to wake up and come in. Because you're going to see a lot of problem happening. Nigeria might be taken off, might be sanctioned. A very serious sanction might come upon us. And I don't know how we're going to bear this. If we are locked down, it's going to be too serious. If we are locked down the way Russia is locked down, it's going to be a catastrophe. Because everybody does not want to take in another refugee from a black nation, well over 200 million. It is going to be hectic and so catastrophe to the international community. Please don't go there. They let them try their best. They cannot do that. I also want to go to the Wike stuff. I know Wike does not deserve what he has gotten in PDP. I am still standing on the first premises. Wike has taken this party PDP to a level. I'm not preaching about Wike, but I'm saying if I build a house that you have destroyed, and I build it to a level. I have the right as you have the right. But when I come forward that I want to become a chairman of this house, and you decide to infiltrate and bring in corruption into it, and which you know is going to cross a lot of things, but you are painting into the world that you are following the rules and constitution of your party. And you came down, and the person you brought down using your brother to bring down, now say he agree with everything. He want to make peace. And he went back to his shell to make peace. And you came up that you are going to take everything, including his plate, including his spoon in the house. You are going to take everything. Among every one of us here, who is going to sit for them to take your house, take your spoon, even your shoe in your house, to take everything? Who among us will not revoke the way this man is revoking? Despite we don't like his personality, everybody revoke because we are human. And God has made up in a way that we will always revoke against anything, against ourselves. To take our right, we revoke. So, but what I will advise Wike to do is to calm down so that we don't lose Nigerians. We have lost a lot of Nigerians. Is to calm down. Give them little woto, then calm down. Give them little woto, then calm down. That is how it is. They got to eat their own pound of flesh. They got to eat their own pound of flesh. And it's even beneficial to us, the obedient. Because we know the group of people, the PDP and APC, they are all corrupt from their grave. They are corrupt from their top to the bottom. They are all corrupt. So we know how corruption has killed our economy. And I will beseech every citizen of Rivers State to stay calm. Every obedient in Rivers State, stay calm. Stay silent. Don't walk. Just continue to walk in the rural areas where you have not gotten to. Try to enhance the possibility of you going in there and campaign for Peter Obi, the Labour Party. That is what. The more they craze, the more advantage to Labour Party. Let them continue their craze. But to Wike, please, let no soul be lost. Nigerians have lost a lot of soul, and blood has been shed too much in our land. And I want to also go to tell the obedient, to tell the entire Edo citizens in Nigeria, especially the ones that are based in Benin City. Oshiomhole cannot tell us how we do our politics. No thug can take away the right of an Edo man whose time has come to change the polity of his country. They came, they said they want to take your right. We said no. We voted in mass, in one block, to a personality that have disappointed us. And we are moving as a body because we love ourselves and we love our Oba. We love our land. We are coming en mass. And nobody, if Oshiomhole like, nobody can come and take Togri to disenfranchise the Edo man from that red soil. Our Oba is standing with us. He's our father. He knows that his people cannot stand where their right is being taken. They will go far and push you back. Edo people arise. We move like a dove and sting like a bee. That is how we do it. We move like a dove and sting like a bee. I call upon the entire university, student. All we move like a dove and sting like a bee. So to crown this all down, I want to enlighten the voters on that day. You are going to be given 3 ballot papers. One for the president, one for the Senate, and one for the House of Rep. Every obedient, if you are voting for Labour Party, you are going to be given 3. If they give you 2, They can scheme. Let me tell you, if they give you 2, shout to your voice, shout and cause commotion there, so that everybody will notice it. They will give you 3 ballot paper. Make sure the 3 ballot paper you are giving, check the serial number very well. Check the serial number very well. They must be the same. The serial number, if it is 10 serial number, it should be 10 serial number on the other ballot paper. Anything contrary to it, shout. Take your ballot paper and make sure you use the trigger finger, the one close to your thumb. Don't use your thumb. Use the trigger finger, the one close there, and thumbprint so that it doesn't touch the next party. Make sure that, know that it is only the papa, mama, pikin, human being picture, that is labor picture that is on that ballot paper. So vote wisely. Vote because your destiny, your life depends on that you're voting. Thank you, Nigeria. Go in club, go like a dove, and sting like a bee.
All right.
That is all I have to say.
Thank you so much, my brother, Brother Victor. Thanks for saying it how it is. Thank you.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes.
Let me quickly add.
No.
Please.
Just hold on. You to get to your turn now.
We are voting Labour Party all through.
Yes. It will get to your turn. You have opportunity to expatiate. All right. Mr. T, please talk to us. It's your turn now.
Thank you once again very much. I appreciate this opportunity. Hopefully you had a time to rest very well yesterday, and then add some good starch, and then maybe draw soup or whichever one. Well, as this thing they go now, we need to also encourage ourselves. The only thing is that we cannot lose hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I believe that. So the Oba of Lagos, Ọba Riliwanu, Kábíyèsí o, kádé pẹ́ lórí o, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, kí ló kàyẹ́ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́ o, kẹ́mi ọba ogun o, ọba màlẹ́ jẹ́, ọba ò kì í dúró síbi kankan bàbí kan jẹ́ o, kẹ́ ẹ pẹ́ fún ọba o. Ẹ bá tiẹ̀ wá ṣe dáadáa kẹ́ gba Peter Obi láàyè kó tiẹ̀ wá rí yín láàfin. Ẹ̀yin ni bàbá ìlú, gbogbo ìlú ń wò yín. Ohun tẹ́ bá ṣe fẹ́ nìkan jẹ́ kẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kejì, torí ẹ̀yin ni bàbá gbogbo wa. Àtàwọn tó wà ní Amẹ́ríkà, àtàwọn tó wà ní UK, àtàwọn tó wà ní Canada, àtẹni tó wà ní Faransé, kábíyèsí. Ẹ bá tiẹ̀ wá ṣe dáadáa kẹ́ ṣọmọlúàbí. Mi ì bú ọba o, mi ì rọ́bà fín o, ìmọ̀ràn mò ń gbọ́ba o. Ẹ bá gba Peter Obi láàyè láti wá rí yín láàfin. Èkó kì í ṣe tẹnikẹ́ni. Èkó tí gbogbo wa ni, kò sì gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́. Ẹ bá wá ṣe dáadáa kẹ́ gba Peter Obi láàyè. Tẹ́ẹ̀ náà bá wò dáadáa, ní Ìdúmọ̀tà, àwọn ará wa láti South East, ó ní iye tán san fún táàsì náà ọba. Ẹ bá tiẹ̀ wá gba Peter Obi láàyè. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ lọ sáàfin, ẹ lọ tún ìròyìn pa kábíyèsí. Ẹ ṣeun. So you may be surprised what I was saying. I actually was talking to the king in my language. That would have just allowed Peter Obi to come see him. But regardless, I believe that things will move in the right direction. We already, the train is moving, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. If the Oba of Benin, the Sultan of Sokoto, Tinubu went to Sokoto, and he was telling the Sultan that, Sultan, you need to endorse me. Why? Because the president is here. Come on. The Sultan did not did not do anything, did not say, who is this person talking to me? They all laughed and left. because they understand that their palace belongs to everybody. They are the royal father. So whatever the Oba of Lagos did, I believe there can be a change, and we hope to see that change. Now, to the attack that happened on Saturday, let me make this clear to you, Nigerians. As a Southwest person speaking to you, born and raised in Lagos State, in fact, one of the dangerous part of Lagos State, those thugs did not represent Yorubas. I say it again, those thugs did not represent Yorubas. They only represent their master that paid them to go carry out whatever acts they carry out. So don't let the card of tribalism play in your head. Those thugs are not representing Yorubas. They only represent their masters that pay them. And the only way the Yorubas can be exonerated is if the IG and the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, Mokpo Ngbomi, Ibikibi tó bá wà, Shomoluabi, 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 má yọ máa lè. Sanwo-Olu, mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, Ibikibi tó bá wà, tó bá ń gbọ́ mi, Shomoluabi, má yọ máa lè. Sanwo-Olu, mo tún sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ibikíbi tó bá wà, má yọ máa lè. Shomoluabi. And so I'm telling Sanwo-Olu now, he should be a responsible person. Do the right thing. Because now the Yorubas, someone like me, now has been stigmatized with what happened on Saturday. And so I need to clear the air that those people did not represent the Yorubas. They only represent their thug master that paid them. And you and I know who their master is. And you and I can also confirm that their master, even up until now, the Yorubas have not been able to say that is one of us. Like you, that is from the north, the south, or wherever you are, also can affirm that this person that is their master that paid them, none of us today can ascertain that this guy is truly a Yoruba man. Because even his age, we are still looking for the true record. Where he came from, we are looking for the true record. So we have not been able to lay hand on the true certified copy of his birth certificate. I mean, he went to Chatham House and he said what they wrote, what they wrote on the certificate, is kind of crazy, like CM will say. So you and I now cannot even affirm that that person is a Yoruba man because we have not been able to lay hand on the certified copy of his date of birth, of his birth certificate. So I will just appeal to Nigerians, please and please, whatever happened on Saturday at the LP riots, at the LP campaign, did not represent Yorubas. It is only the thugs that we are paid to carry out the act of their master. Now to Oshiomhole. My Edo brothers, like I'm calling out the Yoruba people, the Yoruba, whoever needs to do the right thing, please call out whoever needs to get to Oshiomhole. Oshiomhole needs to be put to where it belongs. It needs to be put to where it belongs so that way we can all have a peaceful society. Just some days ago, people were kidnapped in Edo State. Oshiomhole did not say, let's go and fight the kidnappers. Oshiomhole, they kidnap people in your state. You did not say, let's go and kidnap the people let's go and fight the kidnappers. Now, people are trying to carry out their civic rights, and you are saying intimidate them. Who does that? It means you have lost your mind. You lost your mind long ago. And you, Tony Kabaka, you guys should be ashamed that somebody is now, the money that you should be making, somebody is now, they will now dip their hand into their pocket to now give you money to go and feed your family. Come on. Just imagine that, for example, now, maybe, for example, God forbid, maybe if Madam Rita was a male and she lives in Canada and they now say, okay, come and become, it cannot even happen that they now give money to thugs in America and say, go and fight for us. Who does that? The money that you should be making easy money. They're now giving you that same money that you belongs to you. They are now giving you to go and kill your own people. Tony Kabaka, you know, get sense. So honestly, you know, get sense. I wish that this one I tell you, if you just apply knowledge, just sit down for one place, think about your life. Because how's Oshiomhole go give you money, constantly go kill your own brother, go intimidate your own brother? Come on now. You big pass that one now. Come on. And then you can even see the response of Peter Obi. Very calm and gentle person. Very gentle. Like that man, he always have an answer. Before they even ask some question, you don't know what he already has an answer. Very calm and gentle person. That's the kind of people you should follow. Don't follow talks. Somebody say he built Lagos. Lagos that has been before even him came. We didn't even know where he came from, and you are making claim on Lagos. So people, and for the obedience, as you go cast your vote, please carry your brother, your sister, follow body. Like my brother said earlier, if they give you waiting no correct, just tell them, "Oga, can you just make this incorrect?" And if they don't want to hear you gently, then you raise your voice. But make sure that you go in groups. Don't walk alone. Don't walk alone. Walk in groups. And we believe, say, this election, by God's grace, is going to end up the way it's supposed to end up. By 25th of February, the right man, Peter Gregory Obi, that's Baba Ahmed, they will be in Aso Rock. And that day will be a day to eat stash, Nkwobi, and nice pepper soup and yam. Thank you very much, people. Have a lovely night.
Hey, my brother T, well done. Oh. The Yoruba you speak, the only one I hear be say you say the Oba self, now Oba of France. Now that one I hear for his side. Now lie you. If you just come here, not be Oba for here. You go stay queue.
No, what I say, what I talk, we say, even those who did diaspora, whether you did America, you did France, you did UK, now you are in Nigeria now. You see, we are Oba now. You know,
Not be my
sometimes.
Oba.
Okay, listen. Okay,
Now
listen.
your Oba, not be my Oba.
Okay, my
All
Oba,
right.
my Oba. But listen,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Leftist, you know, sometimes they say, make we call cow brother so that we go get chance to go now. You know, sometimes you just, you just need to. Thank you very much, my brother.
My Oba, you know where my Oba day.
Okay.
Mr. Leftist,
Let's move on.
don't let me act jealously, I beg.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you,
see
Mr. T.
that
Thank you.
about Benin, that man. See,
Thank you,
anytime I
Mr.
listen to
T.
that
It's
man,
okay. It's okay. Thank you.
just
Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you. All right. Arrow calling, ROV Collins, please use your time now. Your final submission, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Major Watch.
Thank you, sir.
I am very happy that now Nigeria, which I know before, we Nigerians, we are people that is learned. We have things on our head. We are not dummies. It's just that these are our politicians that want to push us, to turn us to what we are not. And we say, God forbid for it. To fear quoi? It will never happen. The way they are taking us, both in international level and locally, the way they take us to reduce us to dust will never happen. So now I just want to say something. Thank God for the people that is speaking, since I'm hearing what they are saying, what they said. They are educating people, letting people know what we're supposed to know. The ballot paper, that day, if you go there, if they do this, see what you're supposed to know. Because anytime I'm saying something, I will say, when a man acts like a criminal, you use criminal wisdom on that man. And that is what we are doing now. We know our leaders, our politicians, like people that they are good on buying a vote. They are good in rigging election. We have known all this old system, and we are using the same thing now against them to let them not know that what they know, we know more than them. We are in internet. We are in everything. Whatever they call us, we have answer. They make us to spread everywhere across the globe, and we have learned more. Let them not try to play smart. In that beavers, please, I just want to still call INEC on this again. I know that they can play smart, that they are smart. If they want to pile anything inside, we are going to catch them. They have come and they have said to us that these beavers, if you say do this, this will not happen. But let us see what happened to Oshom election. After everything, they say the server is capturing this one, the main machine is capturing this one. Let them not just try it in this election. This one. You see this presidency, everybody is ready to go down because they have pushed this thing to our neck. These our politicians, they are the one that make everybody to wake up. Because since we have been quiet and they are pressing us down, we try to endure it, but now nobody's enduring anything anymore. The cat have moved out of the bag. Let them know this thing. For Governor Wike, I greet you, Karasa. Please, your message is this one. Keep on doing what you are doing for your benefit of your pocket alone. But the one that is crying, you people should remain in that circle alone. So you are doing wonderful work because they remove food from your mouth and you want to fight. But when you are fighting this fight, don't try to make it to be general fight to everybody. Because when you people are eating and stealing, it wasn't general. You people were putting it in your pocket. So chop alone, you will die alone. This time you people need to fight the fight alone, as many as share the money. You people that share the money, remain there, that circle there. Problem should come to you people and that circle there. As many that share the money should receive the problem together. What you are doing is giving Labour Party upper hand to win election, because how I wish that your principal is still in the game. Maybe Labour Party really they might not have the structure as they said, but what you did give us victory, because PDP now and the APC are fighting themselves. Should in case they don't know, PDP and APC, if you don't know that even if APC win this election, PDP will not agree. Even the PDP win this election, APC will not agree. So that is our advantage. And which we know, the Nigerians have known who's supposed to win this election. From their fruit, we shall know them. If you come to competency, Mr. B is the best. Someone that can use one leg to jump step. And somebody that is falling when you are climbing stamp with the iron. You cannot be compared. You cannot be compared. Let me tell you, the young blood and the hot and the old blood cannot be the same. So for my message again is going for those are some of my young men that is following these old fools. Please, I want to swear to you this night. Since you don't have sense, you are still following these people, campaigning for them. The cost of all the people that died, their cost is on your head. As a young man that don't know what you're supposed to do. As a young man that you are still following Tinubu and the Atiku because of what you are going to benefit. The cost of everybody they kill in Tollgate, Lekki Tollgate, the blood is on your head. I will not insult, because my principal have taught me how to be respectful. I will not insult you, your generation. I will insult only you that is facing it now, not your generation. So it's better that we have sense. So on the other hand, for Tony Kabaka and Oshiomhole, please, DSS, you people should go close, because I know how Edo people do, how they behave. I know how they behave. Since you say that, I know that you are referring to Igbo people, as you are saying that here is not whatever you call it. But have it in mind that the day they born a strong man is the other day they born another strong man. I don't want us to have fracas with our brothers. Edo people are still the same people with Igbo people. Thank God for this kind of relation that is happening now, this revelation that is happening in Nigeria now. Now, Nigeria, for the first time in history, everybody is uniting. Everybody is uniting. So I pray that God will bless us for all of us that is bringing out time to come and support our people to have a good nation. May God never sleep on our sake. Whenever we call, may God answer us.
Amen.
Both the women and the men. That is, please, when that election day, if you are going there, go with your device, your mobile device, whatever that is happening on the ground, try to video. Because Oyibo people make me to understand that whenever you are doing something without you having an evidence, you will never win that case. So if you are going, go with your evidence. Whatever that is happening, record it. If they are killing, because these people, our people are good in paying media billions of dollars and euros and naira for them not to show anything. Instead of them to use that money to benefit our people back home, they can pay it wastely for another people. They are coming to Europe. They see what is happening there. They see the infrastructure. They see the light, everything, good road. But they can never bring those ones back home. What they will bring back home is killing, terrorism, every other thing, every other bad thing they will bring. But this time, we will let them know that we have learned and we are going to use it. Since they say that diaspora people, we don't have sense, we are going to still contribute in that sense that we don't have. The little sense we have, we are going to give them, and they will receive it. God bless every Nigerians.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's quickly move on to Madam Rita. Madam Rita, thank you very much for your patience. It's your time now to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. Elvis. I didn't say hi before. Good afternoon, sir. Peter the Rock Obi. I was just listening to him when he was talking about, what he meant by, from consumption to production, and, thriving in an enabling environment. I'm sure a lot of us have heard that before. I would say enabling or rather conducive environment, which means that, they have to have security, minimize risk, everybody's, are following the books, due process, and, that can also even attract foreign investors, for a country to thrive, if the environment is not stable or is not conducive, there's no way an economy can grow. There's no way. And, looking at his disposition and how he was explaining, it's a man that has been practically all over the world. He has been to economies, countries where there were nothing and there was something. He learned from those countries. He learned how their economical dynamics worked, and he just concluded. I say, you know what, all these economies I've listed, and he made an example with the Indonesia or China, and he said 70% private owned, those ones, they create jobs, 70% of the country. So really and truly, minimally, the government, would not have government is not going to provide 100% job, but when you have an enabling environment, you are giving people you're encouraging people, business owners, and private entrepreneurs, international entrepreneurs to come to your country, invest, or even the young people, starting up their business. It's like they're creating jobs. It's a ripple effect. And I think because of his experiences and even on a personal level with his business, he had just seen that's just the only way. First of all, you have to have a leader that has a vision. Because when you have a vision of this, how I want my country to be, you will not look at the indices of what's preventing that country to grow. Number one is insecurity, and because Nigeria is so dynamic and diverse, you have to deal with those issues as well. They have to be in tandem with each other. And then everybody has to be truthful to themselves, come together on the table. And that's what we talk about, the referendum, sitting down together and just saying things the way they are. And nobody is above or better than any other person, or nobody's feelings is above Nigeria. It's Peter Jirokobi is a great man. Take it or leave it. After him being the president for 8 years, because yes, I said so, I declare so, he shall be president for 8 years. He's a great man. He's somebody that can even advise anybody going to any political position in the future. Even while he's even president, he's a people person. This is somebody I really, really admire. Is somebody that I'm inspired by. And I think everyone should be inspired by this man. Whether you're in any other party, just Peter Jirokobi, he just represents or rather symbolizes what a good leader is. is you can't even argue it. It's this, you can't even argue it. So and referring to how he responded about in the Oba of Lagos, in his usual wisdom, he just doused the assumptions and perception of what's going on. And you see, that's why I say I really admire the man. He's a real leader, and everybody, and we as Africans or as Nigerians, sometimes we kind of understand the body language of our community leaders, of our traditional leaders based on their actions or what they say. Now, yeah, I mean, you're in a country where you know that the Oba is still in the country. You know that he's not ill, he doesn't have any medical condition, or he's not going through the process of a traditional rite where they don't see anybody. You know that, okay, this person he's available, the Oba is available, and when that doesn't happen, it creates a lot of everybody creates some sort of aspersions about, okay, this is the reason why, or maybe he belongs to this party, or this is he's answerable to. I mean, it's even quite an insult, to even say a traditional stool like the Oba of Lagos is even, is answerable to someone like Agbado that is a criminal. It's an insult, but being that the way they are, and how the perception of what some Lagosians have made Agbado to be, it seems that he's above every other person, including traditional rulers. After all, the governor of Lagos is an errand boy to him. It's a fact. It's not alleged. He's an errand. Sanwo-Olu is an errand boy to Agbado. So that perception or aspersions is unavoidable. People would always think like that because it's what we are seeing, what has been happening over the years. And going by what he has said in the past, the Oba of Lagos has said in the past, it just gives people that perception of, okay, you don't like us, you said it, you said things against us, even as a traditional, as a father. If you're a traditionalist, you're a father. People look at you as a father figure, so you expect better from a father figure. But like I said, I respect the stool of the Oba. It's a respectable position, and it's even quite an insult for it to be spoken in such a manner that we're saying Agbado has more authority over the stool of the Oba of Lagos. I mean, it's unfortunate things turn the way they are, but it ought not to be. But this is it, 2023. This is our reality. This is what's happening in our generation now. I mean, from the disrespect from the NSAS and what they did in the Oba of Lagos Palace, it shows that, it get to a certain point, people no longer, respect white beard men, because the number of white beard men we've been seeing on social media, even on national TV, lying, just like Ononuga, lying bold face and saying that blah, blah, blah was doctored. So how can people, if you can't respect any white beard man or white beard woman, how can people now respect traditional rulers? So that's why, it's sad, that we've just denigrated to this level of, how we even speak about, our royal fathers and the royal stools. It's sad. If you look at it the other way, it's very, very sad and disappointing. I just pray that, Nigeria really turns around after all this nonsense going on with APC and PDP and what they have created. It just shows that they have created a poison. So the poison is like iodine, and then you put a drop of iodine in clear water. You see how it's dispersed. You see how the iodine spreads. So that's what's going on. Somebody, Agbado says, power is not served a la carte. You take it, grab it, and run away with it. That just interprets violence. And Oshiomhole said, well, intimidate there. I just told people the several meanings of intimidate. There's so many meanings where intimidation comes into play. You can intimidate people with money. You can intimidate them with your influence, your power, or your political position. And then you use people to do the damage. It's wrong. We should start speaking it. And that's why I always say, man up if you're a man, woman up if you're a woman. Speak up. If people are doing something wrong, tell them you're doing something wrong. And so the little child listens to say, okay, somebody has spoken to something that is bad. Even if they continue doing, but continue speaking. Continue speaking. There's something that Rufai said to me, Rufai said on on Arise, and I really listened to it, and it really went very, very, very profound. He said, we value political class so much that what they want is what matters most. I'm going to repeat it again. We value the political class so much that what they want is what matters most. And that is to their followers and their surrogates. And it's so true. It's the kind of society we have now. And that is why when you are criticizing a governor, or you're criticizing a House of Rep member, or even the president, people will say you hate them because those surrogates value what the political class wants. The political class do not want you to criticize them. The political class do not want you to question them. The political class wants to get away with everything. The political class wants to get away with nepotism, impunity. That is what they want. And so they've embedded that so much in a lot of people's minds that they just can't see any other thing than don't talk about my principal. Don't question governor. Don't question president. Don't. Because they value what they want so much than their freedom. They value so much. That is the mind game Abdul Karim was trying to talk about. It's part of what he was talking about, the Labour Party man that came on Nigeria Watch. Mind games. Yeah, and it is so hard to break. Let us be true. It's so hard to break when somebody has control your mind. It's like Stockholm syndrome. It's so difficult. But that's why we have to keep speaking now. We all have opportunity for the internet. We all have opportunity to call our people back home. Most of us are the financiers of our families. That is, you have a right to speak up and speak truth to power and speak to your people back home because you are the one taking care of them. So however the conditions of where they are living affects your finances here as a diaspora. So that's why we have to start educating people. We have to start speaking up. Even people come here to insult, or to try to intimidate us, or try to say that we're not stable or whatever. It doesn't matter. Those are the people that value what their principal want more than even their own children. So they are willing to even kill their grandfather's name that their grandfather worked so hard. They are willing to kill it for the value of what the political class wants. Can you just imagine that? An old man like Ononuga will come on TV. A fake son will come on TV. Keyamo. I'm sure Professor Keyamo's father, he worked for his good name, but Keyamo has killed that name. So he values what Agbado wants than his own father's name. Check it out. Do you value yourself? Do you value your children? Do you value your father's name more than what the political class wants? Ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself those questions. And I would speak lastly on this. Or rather, not lastly, before Nigeria, what you tell me, you have said lastly, but you're continuing. As for the busybody people in Rivers State, the PDP, the busybody, that's what I'll call them, because I don't know why they're crying wolf right now. They should just keep quiet and stop disturbing us with all this wolf, because what they're crying, what Governor Wike is doing now, is what APC and PDP governors in Nigeria have been doing to Labour Party and Peter the Rock Obi's campaign team anytime they want to come and campaign in any state. So what's the difference? Why are they crying wolf now? Why are they crying? Well, PDP should have come out now. River State should have come out when ASU was on strike and cry for the people of River State and say, oh, the universities are closed. So they should enter house. They should stop disturbing us. They should stop disturbing us with their noise. And, going back to name again, I want to speak about Shorore. And I want to speak with people who believe and follow Shorore. There's something you have to learn. And it's something I have learned and understood. When you follow an ideology, when you believe in someone and you believe that this person stands for an ideology to revolutionize your country and you as a person, it gets to a certain time when that person is not in tandem of that original ideology. It is time for you to step back. It is time for you to step back. An example is Malcolm X. Many of you have heard or listened or read about Malcolm X. Malcolm X was in a group called Nation of Islam, and that group was headed by Elijah Muhammad. And the ideology of his teacher, Elijah Muhammad, is what spawned him to change. And that's why he even converted to Islam. This Malcolm X I'm talking about. Going forward, years after, everybody started saying that Malcolm X was actually, in fact, the Nation of Islam had more people recruited just because of Malcolm X. But as time went by, I will not even say human nature, wicked people that allowed devil, evil spirit to come to them, they were not telling Elijah Muhammad that, this man wants to take your position. He's becoming more popular. So anytime Malcolm X wants to go and meet his godfather, let me use that word, Many people will spoil that old man's mind and prevent Malcolm X from talking to his godfather. And as time went by, Malcolm X now started and said, okay, listen, these people are no longer following the ideology of, what this nation of Islam is supposed to be. And then he now found out that, a lot of things were going wrong. They were using the nation of Islam to do so many wrong things. Young girls underage were being raped under the name. And that is what, if you look at our political class now, many of people are using their political position to intimidate people. How can you not follow such a person? So Malcolm X pulled out. So that's what I'm trying to juxtapose you people now with Omoyele Sowore. Those of you who believed in him, voted for him, spent money on him, and all the things that he was aspiring for when he started his political career. What is he doing now? What is he doing now? What would Malcolm X do in such a situation? If Elisha Mohammed was Omoyele Sowore and you are Malcolm X, what will you do? Because if you look at all what he has been doing in Nigeria, I'm sorry, this lastly, if you look at what Sowore has doing, I have been monitoring his media page and all that. 90% of the time is against Peter Jirok Obi. Why? So if that tells me, if that doesn't tell you, but that tells me, he either belongs to Mikano or Agbado. He's working for them. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. So people, be careful who you follow. Thank you.
You are absolutely right. That was where I was getting to.
All right. Thank you very much, moderator, for your in-depth analysis. Thank you. Appreciate you for that. Okay. Son of Man, it's your turn now. Talk to us.
Finally. Naija Watch, I greet you.
Thank you, my brother.
It looks like they have released this guy, FFK. He have been released.
Okay.
I thought that they were going to lock him in there and hold him until after the
election. They don't lock any of them. All of them are the same. So they don't lock any of them. The prison is designed for the commoners, for the poor, not for the rich. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, I hope they can pick up Adams Oshiomhole immediately.
They won't do
because
that.
of
that, like I just said, the law is not designed for them. Until we have a good system before the law can affect people like this. At this particular time, you complain Monday to night, they'll just be looking at you. They think you don't have better thing to do. So that's it.
Okay. Why is INEC telling us that election will not hold in 240 polling units? Is that not part of the rigging that we're talking about? Election have not started, and they are already telling us that the election will not hold in 240 polling units. That's concerning. I hope Labour Party will look into that. As for the Oba of Lagos, well, Naija Watch said that we should not insult Oba. But I don't know whether that guy is Oba true.
Take back. Can I quickly meet you up?
Yeah.
INEC said election is not going to hold in those units because there are no voters there. They try to decentralize, yes, no registered voters. They try to decentralize polling units where you have a lot of people by making sure they transfer people to some areas. And nobody, before they do that, they had consultation with these people, letting them know what they want to do. A lot of people refuse to go to this polling unit spread across all states where the risky part. So you don't expect them to send voting material to where there's nobody to vote. So election is not going to hold there.
Okay. Are they going to hold election in IDB camps?
Well, if there are voters there,
yes. They said they are going to hold election there in IDP camps.
Sir, please, they need to tell us the place that they don't want to make this. Let us know really. If people did not indicate that they registered there, we will know really that is true.
And I promise to bring the whole list out. Just be patient.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I think everyone here have made a very good submission. I don't I'm actually distracted right now, But I want to leave one message. The message, our eyes is on the ball. Is Papa, Mama, Pikin, LP, use your index finger, cast your vote. All these things they are doing right now is a game, is a mind game. They've already given us this expo. All this mind game should not distract us. We are going to go out, we are going to cast our vote, even though the body language that we are seeing, as far as INEC continues to tell us that they are going to conduct a free and fair election, the presidency is continuing to say that they are not going to reverse the monetary policy. Let me tell you, every other thing is a mind game as far as I'm concerned. Let us keep our eyes on the ball, go out and vote, protect your vote, carry your different instruments to protect yourself, and we will emerge victoriously. Thank you.
My brother, son of man, I really do appreciate you for making that very brief. Because we need to really, really round up now. Okay, Brother Nice, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Najawash and Mr. Lefties. Good evening to those on the panel, on those on the comment section. Yeah, they were talking. I saw the video about Oshiomhole giving directive to those people to whether to stop obedience in Edo State. So that statement is worrisome. Is what they did to obedience in Lagos. Oshiomhole want to start it in Benin City. So I just hope it's not going to go to that extent, But whatever would they do, they will not deter this OB movement. They are still going to grow stronger and stronger. All of them that said they will run out of steam, they see the movement is still growing stronger, stronger. So nothing they will do to deter this movement. So they are just on. It's fear. I would just say it's fear that makes them to take all these decisions. All of them are taking different decisions because they are scared of this movement right now. What they thought it would be is not what they thought this movement would be. So they see that the movement is growing stronger, so they are being threatened by the movement. So that's why they are taking all these decisions. Sorry, and I hope they will not just do any nonsense in Edo State, because Edo people don't take nonsense. They do not be Lagos. So all the OB movement where they Edo State, they go sand them come off for road. So may they get that one for their head. So that is for that. And somebody said something right now that I disagree with. He said Oshiomhole took more. This person, Showore, took money from some politicians and he went to meet them in London and all that. I don't think you have proof. Anything you don't have proof, I don't think you should have to say such thing. You understand? People should not crucify him because he's not supporting Peter Obi. Everywhere in the world, it's politics. Everywhere in the world, they can criticize themselves. They can oppose, they can disagree. It's politics. So because of that, you cannot crucify somebody because he's not supporting our candidate. Everywhere in the world, everybody cannot support one candidate. It's not done. You will see people that will support APC, those that will support Democrats, Republican, different kind of things. So at the end of the day, if the person becomes the president, he's still going to rule over those opposition. So that is how it is. It's politics. People should not take offense because of Showore is criticizing Peter Obi. It's not going to make any difference. Peter Obi is still going to win.
Sorry to interject you. Victor, I am going to take offense. If you want to leave people are dying every day, I am going to take offense against him. Yeah, he has failed as a human being. He has failed as a human being, and he has failed as a Nigerian.
Yeah, but you have the right to be angry because you can be angry, but you can do it evil. You don't need to be aggressive towards him and throwing some word of insult on him. You understand? So that is what I don't have problem with you tackling him or what, So, but you do it civil. But going to that extent to be aggressive towards him, that's what I'm not satisfied with. You understand? Because I listened to your submission right now. The way you attacked him was so aggressive. You understand? Me, myself, I even talked about it in the last submission that we did here. But I do it with love, you know. I talk to him with love. He's the guy have done a lot, so we should still recognize that. You understand? He's making mistake right now. It does not mean that he's just a bad person, or he does not need. He doesn't want good for the country. You know, so that is just for that, brother.
Thank you.
That's all I have, Mr. Nagawash. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you
Mr.
so much.
Nagawash, can I
Yes.
ask a question?
Go ahead. We are rounding up now, please.
I want to ask everyone seated here. We are all aware and we are doing our own part to save our country. And I want to ask people, what has he done that Ganifa Emi of blessed memory has not done times 200 of what he has done? Let anybody stand up and rise up and say what he has done.
All right. You're asking what Sowore have done, right?
Yes, that we have not seen, that Ganifa Emi has not done before.
For me, I don't really, I don't know if anybody want to answer that. For me, I'm not really in the line to answer. I'm not here to compete what Sowore have done, what he have not done. I'm here for Peter
he hasn't.
Obi.
I don't think he hasn't. He has even done up to what Ganifa
But
Emi
we
did.
should focus more on Sowore, please, because we are here for Peter Obi. We are on a crucial time right now. You know, election is around the corner. We are not supporting Sowore. The platform is not for Sowore. If anybody want to talk about Sowore, don't focus all your time on that. What Brother Nice was saying, you know, insulting him is totally prohibited, but I'm not sure anybody insulted him here, you know. But if you want to criticize him, if you criticize your principal, why not criticize him anyhow you like? If you criticize anybody that criticizes Peter Obi, you know, it means that he must be waiting for reciprocation. That's what it means. So I don't want us to focus on somebody that we are very, very close now. So there's no need. Let's talk about us. You know, the reason why we talk about Oshiomhole today, because inciting violence, telling his boys, you know, to go fight, or rather, you know, to attack the obedience, because they know that obedience is a big threat to them at this particular time. So we need to talk on this. We need to share the videos for the whole world to know that this is the plan of Comrade Adams Oshiomhole in Edo State. In case anybody die in election day, so we know where we go focus on first. These people never see anything. They never see anything. You know, let's focus, my people. Let's focus. Try to have your camera, like one of our panelists stated earlier on that particular day. Everybody, please charge your phone properly. Everybody go on record, because God forbid for anything to happen. If maybe we now need to go to court, there should be a lot of evidence.
Yeah, Mr. Nagawash.
You know, you said what?
Yeah, it's Brother Nice. You didn't know that federal government have already released almost about 10,000 DSS, about 20,000 on that day. So yeah. I don't think there's anything stupid will go on that day, because these people, the security that will be there that day is going to be very tight. So anybody will do any other, they will shoot them down.
But so, you don't listen. Like when I continue to repeat
what they are working for now.
People, please hold on. I'm talking. When I continue to repeat the same thing all the time here, it looks like we are not listening. Whatever security people they release is for commoners. Let me repeat it again. And if they arrest their people, these people will release them. That's why we are fighting for a better man now, a better system. If there is arrest Oshiomhole boys, Oshiomhole will release them. So this is why I said, if now you just catch them, take decision on your own. Say may go police station, it's over. The law is designed for the poor, for Christ's sake. We should know all this. See, releasing 10,000, 50,000, whatever. I'm not interested. Because if they arrest Tinubu people, Tinubu will release them. That's how it works in Nigeria. Nepotism. We should know this thing by now. That's how it works. Don't be carried away. Look at Fani Kayode that was arrested since morning. He's already released, according to someone just saying that now. So what are we talking about? Try never to be a victim of these people. Now then you go know what 1 + 1 really be. You will know say 1 + 1 get another language, not be only 2. We should say it how it is. We are fighting to have a good government. Oh, mute yourself, please. Whenever I'm talking, people just do 1 or 2 things. You cut me off. And most of you are fond of doing this. It's not right. Okay. Somebody wanted to say something. What do you wanted to say, please?
Elvis, abeg, I sent you a video. You just take it.
Not for today.
Yeah, take time and observe it. It will give you confidence because we are gallant. We are gallant.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much, my brother. Philip Kings just joining us right now. We don't close. I'll give you just 2 minutes to quickly talk to us, Philip Kings. Please unmute yourself, Philip.
Yeah, good evening, Naija Watch.
Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening to the family, everybody here. Yeah, right. I'm just coming in, so I just let me try if I can say I can join this thing. So I'm just coming in. So
you are here. Do you know what we're talking about?
No, I just came in now.
I'll give you only one of the topics that we talked about today. Okay. Oshiomhole, you know Oshiomhole, right?
Yes, of course.
Oshiomhole, yes, was caught on camera telling his people. If I just watch the video, let me put the video on.
Okay.
The minority voice.
Now, before you talk, why your name be Philip King?
Hold on.
We can help and do better.
Yes. Exactly.
His one voice is a minority voice. So that's why I'm concerned about. I even in 10 minutes, let's go on. You see, we have to intimidate. See, this is a group. This is another man.
Okay, that was Oshiomhole talking to his boys right there for them to intimidate the obedient in Edo State. This is Edo State, not Anambra. When he started saying all that, then his boys started telling themselves to off camera. You hear where they talk and say off camera, off camera.
Yes.
So they didn't know that, this is the guy that you are seeing right now on the screen. He was the one that was recording it, but unfortunately, you have to also capture his own face. So that was it. So talk to us, please. 2 minutes, please.
Like what I want to say, I think somebody was asking me why my name is Philip Kings. Yeah, my surname is Kings. So that's my full name. Why from this video, I really understand that Oshiomhole actually is a kind of how am I going to call him? Is a radical leader. He's not a good leader, and this is what he did, trying to instigate problem in the land in Edo State. So the same thing they want to use, because they believe that the election is all about using the route, the Agboro, which is touts. Because the Nigerian people, the Nigerian youth today have allowed touts to be running the affair of the country. That is why you see the educated ones, the professors, the doctors, they are not behind the stage. Why they allow the radical ones, the criminals, the Agboro, the touts, those ones to be taking the affair of government in the state. And that is why we see Nigeria today is in a mess. But thank God for this party, thank God for Obi that have come to change the whole system. That we must give room to people who are intellectual, people who are educated, people who have foresight, people who have ideas. Not all about rascality. Politics is not all about rascality. It's all about to bring good governance to the people. What you can do to build your community, your state, your country. How you can be able to empower the people, the youth. How you can be able to create what they call a generation of good leadership, So Oshiomhole have already shown it right from before, even when he was contesting with when he was having problem with Obaseki. We all saw it that he is not really a good leader of an example. So thank God we have passed this era. So this issue like this, even those people, I don't think they can be able to withstand the force of the obedience, because the obedient people, they are charismatic, they are eloquent, they are intellectual. So that is it. But we are not going to relent. The truth is that we are not going to give them opportunity, because these people now, they see the right for them, now they be PA to them. You understand? They can now the educated ones are now PA to them and not secretary to them. So it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We are not going to. Nigeria this time will bring a difference in Nigeria history.
Thank you very much, Philip Kings. Thanks, my brother. I appreciate you. Lefties was asking you a question earlier on. Lefties, you want to go on with that?
I wanted to know which of the king he is. So.
Yeah, Kings is Kings now. It's just a name. It's just a name.
Okay, your own are just name.
Yeah, it's a family name. It's my family name.
Wonderful.
Me, your family are kings. Now relate to the Oba of Lagos.
No, not be Oba. God forbid. We'll not be king. We'll not be royal.
Right.
Not be royal. No, we're not talking about royalty. Kings of royalty. No, no, no. Yes.
Thank you, my brother.
It's just the name.
He's just joking with you. You know, thank you very much. Okay, we have another person here, February 25th. I'm not sure who's behind that. That's Kevin Kell. Kevin Kell, please talk to us, sir. You have 2 minutes. Good evening to you.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, good evening, and good evening, everyone in the panelist.
Thank you, sir.
All right, February 25th is around the corner, the next few days.
Exactly.
I've been listening behind the scene. First, I want to thank God for the successful nationwide tour of Obedient campaign. These were 4 people that started. From 4 people, they became a state, became states. Now they are by the gate of Asorok. My own is just an advice for everyone that is going to vote. As someone like Chris said here, make sure your phones are charged. If you have money or if you have means, buy data bank that you use to charge phone. When you are stepping out in the morning, go in groups. Take your breakfast, possibly take juice and snacks. You are not returning back until you vote. The vote is counted, tabulated, exported into the INEC portal, and then you return back home and prepare for the victory. Now, those of you that are in Lagos, especially the people from the south, east and south, it depends on the area you are. If it looks like area where all these Alaye boys stay much, as you are going in groups, those of you that are in Keshis, Ijomas, Edith, when you are dressing, dress like Funke, dress like Yinka. Those of you that are Kene, Emeka, or Sazes, dress like Shakiru. You know, dress like Yusufu. When they show you 1, show them 3. This election is purely won. Is already won. These few days that are remaining, expect to hear news and counter news, lies and counter lies. Expect to hear things like Obi says he's no longer doing. Obi says he has collapsed in structure. Expect to hear anything, but just take it, have it at the back of your mind that any news you hear now, they are 100% lies. They are all spinning and spinning and spinning. The only news you will believe and the one you will work with is the one that comes out from Labour Party campaign group, right? This election is won. Naija Wash, I have my Moet in the freezer, not even in the fridge, it's in the freezer. I'm waiting for that day. And we are going to jubilate.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for coming in.
God bless you.
I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Yes, my people, I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. Now, God bless you. Now, we still have about 598 people watching us now. Please help us to share, and like before you go. Meanwhile, I have a video here. The reason why we must, I think I should quickly share this video. This is one of the reasons why we must record everything on that very day, because if you don't have evidence, nothing, you don't really have anything to say, especially when you know that these people, Peter Obi is giving them a lot of headache right now. So, but let me quickly appreciate those that have super chatted us today. I will start by, before I put on this video, let me quickly acknowledge Edo Live Watch. Thank you very much. You started it all. Josh Blueshed, thank you very much. Desmond, the 1DK, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Mr. Pansat, thank you very much. Mr. Pansat, again, thank you very much. Mr. Pansat, in fact, this evening you just came to put a lot of smile on our faces. May God bless you, sir. We really do appreciate you. Thank you very much, everybody that have super chatted us. Thank you very much, everybody that have shared our videos. Thank you very much, everybody that have liked this video. If you know you have not liked, please just do that now before we go. We have a last video I want to quickly play. Please share and like. And we'll have a poll on Niger Watch. You know, not other platform where we are streaming from. The poll is on Niger Watch. You still have opportunity after this video, because it's a 3 minutes video. After this video, you have the opportunity to quickly vote, so that, because I'm bringing it here right now so that we can see the final votes. You know, oh, somebody is also calling in. Oh, Alice. Hello, Alice, my brother. Yeah, good evening to you. Yes, so we are, yes, we don't close, or one close now.
Okay.
But why you not come since? You know, I know a lot of people they call you. Oh yes, so one close, you want call me. You know, they nice now. To be honest, you know, if you join since. All right, I'll post the link.
Unless we don't close.
All right. You know, if you want to join on time, not that we are finishing, then you want to call me. It doesn't work like that. We have other stuff to do. You know, it's not easy. Don't think that we celebrate by spending 5 hours, 6 hours here every day. It's not an easy job. You understand? So for me, if I have my way, I want to spend 1 hour, 2 hours is enough. You know, to be here for 6 hours, it's not easy. Just that it's a vow, you know, that I have to keep to. That's why you see that we have to be here 7 days a week. You know, Alex, the link have been posted, so use it to join us. While we do that, I'm appreciating everybody that shared today, that like, and you have the opportunity to quickly vote. Click on the poll right there, you know, before I'll bring it in here. But meanwhile, watch this video. Maybe it might give you a reason why you must record yourself, not just because of this election, in general. Just record yourself. It's very, very important, because you can't trust anybody in Nigeria. Watch this.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
They just called us from intelligence.
I'd like to know my offense.
Okay. You park first. Step down.
Can I know my offense, please?
Step down, this man.
Can I know my offense? No, I can't step down. I'm ready for a meeting. Can I know my offense?
From that place, you jump to this place.
From where, sir?
Park properly.
From where? Can I know my offense?
Can you park properly?
I'm ready for a meeting. Can I know my offense?
Park properly.
Okay.
This thing you are doing is not saving.
It's not saving. Of course, I'm not saving. I just want to know my offense.
Can park properly. The policeman is the last man mad for him to just stop for no reason.
Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense?
Look at you. You are not obeying.
Can I know my offense?
Come on. Can
I know my offense?
You think because I'm playing with you?
Okay. We're on live. No, it's okay. We're on live.
Let it be on live.
Can I know my offense?
Let it be on live. Let it be on live.
Can I know my offense?
Wait.
Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? You was handling me. Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? Okay, please. I'm not safe. I'm not safe. I'm not safe. Do you want to kill me? Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? Can I know my offense? Please. Can I know my offense?
Will you off it?
Can I know my offense? 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 Please.
Will you off it?
Can I know my offense? Please.
The last man said.
Okay. Thank you.
What happened?
Okay.
You're supposed to come from queue on the normal lane. Okay. Then you come and maneuver here. Put your phone down.
No.
Okay.
For what reason?
You're coming like this, and from that place you enter to this lane. Yes.
Okay. See, I did not. Where's the evidence, please? I was coming straight. There's no problem. I'm ready to go to court. Okay. I'm ready to go to court. You won't take me, no problem. I was coming. A devil guy wanted to maneuver me and put me out of the lane, and I was juggling the road with him. The next thing, they came to my front. I was just parked there. He said, Oga, what is the issue? Can I know my offense?
First of all, you park before you explain.
Oga, I have the right to ask questions now. I have the right to ask questions. I'm ready for a meeting. Look at the way you manhandle me. Look at the way you manhandle me. I'm ready for a meeting. A Nigerian like you, going to Osu. Look at the way you've roughed me. I have an appointment. Look at the way you've roughed me. Is that good? Is that good? Are we not in the same country together?
It's okay.
Is that good?
I like how your language they go Osu.
Yes, now I'm going to work. I'm going to work. I did not push.
Police officer.
All right. This one happened today, and this man was smart enough to quickly turn on his camera. A last man have stopped him by force, by fire, by force. And in fact, if not because this guy was on record, things like this, they happen. Your pass him, they'll kill him there. Because they already started beating him up. Nothing happened. These people stand on the road. They just want to collect money from you. That's all. You understand? This is what is currently going on in Nigeria. That's why for some of you, especially, I don't know, for people that live back home, not all of them know about this dash cam. For some of you that travel all the way from abroad to Nigeria, try to have a dash cam. All my cars in Nigeria have dash cam. It's very, very important. Have it. Have in the front, have in the back. In case. It's very important. On election day, turn on your camera. Turn it on. We cannot suffer all for the past 1 year now. You can't become on an election day. Some of us will now be reluctant. Turn it on. Record anything recordable. I just thought I should bring this in. It might be helpful to one or two persons. Let's quickly move on. Mr. Alex, please talk to us.
Nigeria was well done. I greet everybody on the platform. I've been struggling with my network since 1 or 2 hours now. It's not easy for me. So sorry for my late entrance. My sincere apology. It was not deliberate. It's been very bad. Finally, it's stable now, so I decided to just come in. I don't know. I know you are rounding up now.
Thank you. No. Talk. I would like to hear from you on this Oshiomhole and his boys. You've watched that video, right? You've seen it.
Yes. Okay. And apart from that, what other topics can you just put me through in 1 minute?
Oba of Lagos denied, right? In fact, refusing Mr. Peter Obi. He said over his dead body can never support an Igbo man. So yeah, that's what we read. So and Mr. Peter Obi have debunked it. Because some people were trying to allege Mr. Obi that he was disrespectful for not saying the Oba of Lagos. But the Labour Party, they came out to say, no, that's not how it happens. Mr. Peter Obi, we also played the video here, telling them that he tried severally, book an appointment and all that. He didn't. But according to the article that we read, that this Oba forbid an Igbo man. So this is the problem that we're talking about. Please talk on it. Go ahead.
Okay, I can also see Wike accused of violence against others, right?
Yeah, Wike is usually going to chase and intimidate anybody that is supporting article in the states.
Okay.
So you might not be able to touch all. Start from the most important one, please.
Yes. As for the Oba of Lagos, I'm disappointed because one way or the other they have affiliations with the Oba of Benin, and historically Benin found Lagos. Arguably, it's an argument back and forth. So I know that it's normal. It's normal because one man, they say, own Lagos. That's fallacious argument that somebody has already pocketed Lagos. Unfortunately, so maybe the royal house has been infiltrated with monies. You can remember how he also infiltrated the Afenifere former leader. Allegedly over 40 million naira went into that in the realms of rumors, you know, and there's no smoke without fire. So we don't know how much went into this for the Oba to turn or to pretend, I don't know, only God knows, not to be available to see a great man like this, Mr. Peter Obi. So yeah, it's all politics, it's all political. And yeah, I like the way Peter Obi came out to express himself about that too. As for that video you just showed just now, you know, I'm sure that's Lagos, right? Yeah, yes, if it is Lagos, yes, that is the Lagos. They said some APC candidate built. So that is what we want to fight against. We are not saying last month should not do their work, but they should stop harassing people. We just want to take away Togri. I also watched another video where a lady said, if Tinubu wins, that means they are going to have University of Agberos. It's going to be a big problem that even she is going to leave from Lagos, that it will not be safe. They will start instituting different schools of Agberoism. People will not stop going to school to start learning how to become Agbero, how to intimidate people, harass people, and sometimes even kill people. Like you said just now, if that guy was not smart enough, probably he would have been beaten up or killed. You know, just right there, nothing is going to happen. You only see it in the news for 1 week, and it's over. I condemn violence. I condemn Governor Wike of Rivers State for doing what he did. I am not a violent man. I can never support you blindly when you are doing the wrong thing. It's an election period. It's not do or die. Allow people to campaign. So, but if that is true, it's very bad. But if it is not true, why is Atiku people crying about gunshots? Because I saw the video. They said he sprayed the car and the man drove away. For me, in my own opinion, I feel the story is not straightforward, because if Wike really wanted to kill that man, he will kill the man if he really did something like that. And two, so now they can make a video of gunshots. Where were this Atiku and his campaign team when Deborah was killed? This is the main reason why I wanted to even join. Where was Atiku and his team in this killing spree nationwide across this country? All the gunshots, everything, the Lekki Tollgate saga. So where were these people? Why didn't they condemn it at least? So he made a tweet, he deleted it. So for me, now they can see how painful it is for you to have gunshots sprayed at you or at your party people. I would have been happy if Atiku was in that car, probably if he was wounded, so that he would feel a little bit of the pain of people who have been suffering over the killings of the Fulani, tribe nationwide without any arrest, without any trying or something, and nobody has gone to jail as we speak. So kudos to Wike for letting them know that nobody has a monopoly of violence. It's good somebody in the south is also letting them know we know how to shoot this gun if he really did it. Yes, that's my point on that. Naija Watch, I'm sorry for coming on late once again, and yeah, I'll just drop it there so that you can close. I know you are late already. Thank you.
All right. Have you addressed the Tony Kabaka and Adams Oshiomhole?
Yes, Tony Kabaka, for me, I saw that video. I saw confusion. Naija Watch. I was even thinking you want to, close up. I saw confusion in the eyes of Mr. Oshiomhole. Oshiomhole is totally confused. Kabaka now has lost a lot of, I will call it popularity or power, because life has changed. There is social media everywhere. These guys are scared of social media. Yes, because everybody now, any small thing, everybody is online. They thought they will so deal with us that we can't say anything. Gone are those days. It's just election by ballot and by transparency. There's no more room for thuggery. They cannot intimidate us in Edo State. We will vote our conscience. We don't want APC in Edo State. We don't want PDP in Edo State. Edo State is fully obedient. Tony Kabaka, unfortunately, he didn't know how to read the signs of politics to know when to step down when the ovation was loudest. You know, considering what has happened to him, by now he shouldn't be involved in these things. Just like we have MC Oluomo in Lagos, we have Tony Kabaka in Benin. By now, I think with his age and with his achievement, apart from his hotel that was destroyed, he should have been doing something else. He cannot continue to be a thug forever. You can't just carry one name to the grave. People once were something, and at some point in time, they changed. They start a business. They start doing something else. So right now, the anger in the nation, especially in Edo State, Edo people are ready to deal with anybody that will cross their line. When it comes to Peter Obi's vote in Edo State, we are delivering this state. So Tony Kabaka should just cast his vote. He's not one man. Oshiomhole should cast his vote. They should not think of any manipulation, any intimidation. They should not even go there at all. Edo people will eat them raw. You saw how they almost, disgrace or physically, assaulted Oshiomhole when he went to campaign. He was driven away. He was booed. People were shouting Obi, Obi, Obi on his head. So times have changed. You can't just kill somebody again and walk away and dump their body. No, times have changed. Everybody got smartphones. Nearly everybody got data. No matter the starvation or the problems, people have 200 naira data in their phones to quickly, place a record. So things have changed. And thank God for the beavers. You can't snatch ballot box again. It's difficult because there's going to be comparisons. So you can see no job lasts forever. Togri can't last forever. This is why I suspect MC Oluomo ran away now to US on advice of his legal team, just to stay away from trouble, because Nigerians are ready to deal with anybody now. They will so beat you mercilessly. They will pay you violence for violence. Nobody is intimidated anymore. Times have changed. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. To Niger, you joined us late as well. All right. Talk to us briefly. To Niger, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for having me. It's all Alex's fault. So let's just put it down to that. let's just put it down to that. I thought I just hop on while he's hopping on. So
you use me the climb now. You use me the climb, right? Okay.
What am I gonna do now? We have to climb somewhere. Yeah, I think this Obat, and I think from what I got at Peter B has already dismissed it, that it's just normal for sometimes Obas not to be available. So let's hope that he gets to see him sometime in the future. Regarding the video that I was watching, I think that's something we need to talk more about, because the video, the guy didn't necessarily comply immediately with the officials. And that's the kind of stuff that gets our people in trouble all the time. Park first, then you can question them. Yes, they are wrong. We all know what they are looking for. They are looking for a little bit of a handshake and all the rest. But however, comply with law enforcement, because law enforcement, they are dangerous, and you don't know what they encounter every day. For all you know, they've encountered a herdsman that just went away, and you, or an armed robber, and you are the next person. You don't know. And then you just go and start disobeying them. Things could get very rough very quickly. So, because I did do a stream about this, this black guy that was killed in the US, and one of the things that came out of that discussion was that we as a community need to learn to comply with police. First thing, comply first, then answer, then question whatever they do. Based on your right. If you feel like you are right, you question them. And I think that he is right to question them, but park first. You are in the middle of the road blocking other this thing, and you are saying they are harassing you while you are blocking other people that are coming through. You see what I mean? So that's something that maybe others should learn from. The Oshiomhole drama, I don't know a lot about it. Who was detained by this thing, DSS? And this INEC exposure, please, if you can give me a breakdown of what that is, because that INEC one is quite concerning.
FFK was detained since morning, but
who is FFK? I don't know who that is.
Fani Kayode. You don't know Fani Kayode?
No, I don't know him.
All right, okay.
I mean, you come out to Nigerian politics, so.
You are lying.
I don't know. If I see his picture, I will know. Or if you tell me his position, I might know.
And Naija Watch will show his picture. He was a former spokesperson, I think,
All
on
right,
that block. I don't know.
and you know, and we also played a video where INEC, you know, the beavers that they did a mock whatever, you know,
Yeah.
on yes. So, but the beavers they took to south and southeast, none of them was working. So Labour Party came out to talk about that on our rise. So we played that. So that's why you see that title there as exposed. So yeah. So that's and for the FFK, you know, so you don't know who will be FFK. So let me just put the picture. Fani Kayode, let me put it on the screen for you to know who we are talking about. He was detained this morning. Fani Kayode, the greatest liar in Nigeria. You don't know Akai.
I think this guy, who does he argue for Tinubu? No. Who does he argue for again?
Tinubu now. It's for Tinubu now.
I've seen him on TV, that's for sure. But he was detained. That's interesting. All these, you know, all these DSS thing that they are doing and court cases. You know, in Nigerian policy, I think they need to give a kind of a month, 2 months to the election. Don't do these things because it's messing with the election process. And I think the US they exercise that kind of restraint too. I think maybe that's something we want to exercise in Nigeria so that we don't feel like the instruments of state is being brought into the election process. I'm not a fan of Tinubu clearly, but they did the same thing to this in Peter B's campaign manager. You know, that shouldn't happen. That kind of stuff, attacking people during campaign season. They want to even arrest Emefiele. DSS again wants to arrest Emefiele. I don't know, man. These guys probably, I don't know.
Yeah, the reason why DSS want to rearrest Emefiele, we also talk about that earlier on. Tinubu have brought up the whole situation again by warning, in fact, sending the direct message to Buhari that they want the use of old Naira note to be extended for another 12 months by fire by force. So now the question that we're asking now, who is the president of Nigeria? Is it Tinubu or Buhari? So that's why there's another threat for Emefiele at this moment.
I think okay, that's interesting. Maybe what is happening is because they have stepped out of line a little bit, saying things that implies that they are making demands on the president.
Let me just intrude for 5 seconds. Banks are rejecting the former Nigerian money, the old notes. They are rejecting it. People are rejecting it. So Tinubu should go and cry. They should cry. There's no going back.
All right. Tunaja, 1 minute, round up.
Okay, so I think that maybe they are doing what they are doing now just to forestall possible dangers. You know, if they are left with the impression that the Tinubu campaign is about to sabotage such an important policy, but I think that the policy is the right one. It's difficult for Nigerians, no doubt, but I think it's the right one. We should see it through because it's going to affect the rich more than it will affect the poor, really. So that's where I'm going to leave that one. Thank you.
Thank you, Tunaja. For in case you guys want to contribute next time, come on time, you know. Thank you. Okay, we have Mr. Gabi here. Mr. Gabi, thanks for joining us, sir. It's quite late, but you're still going to have your 2 minutes to talk to us.
Thank you, Elvis. I mean, I must appreciate you and thank you for 6 hours, 5 hours on. I'm so sorry and thank you for this opportunity. I will say, if it's God's will that you call me, if you don't call me, I'm not going to ask for it. You know, so,
no, but, as long as you're already here, I must call you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. You know, one thing I wanted to say is this. Only those who can see the invisible can do the impossible. And we should all pray as if this mission depends on God and work as hard, just as you're doing, as if it depends on us. Come what may, this will manifest. I get, shivers when people say, how is P2B going to do this? How is P2B going to do that? It's not P2B. He's having a vision that people cannot see. And if you explain it to somebody who can see, it makes no sense. So I'll leave it at that. About all the threats, Oshiomhole, Oshiomhole, and so on and so forth, this is what I say about that. they will fall into the ditches they have set themselves. Just look at it. Lies upon lies. In fact, there are very acts of digging traps, of setting traps for this force. Every trap they set elevates the force higher. You know why? Because the superior will always climb over the inferior. That's the law of nature. And LP can never cease to stand with this law. As long as LP and his force maintains it, there's no stopping us. You know, if we fall prey to their own tricks, we'll delay the process. But if we maintain our hands clean, and God bless our brother Alex, you know, the last speaker, you know, I beg to differ that we maintain the sanctity of the new revolution that we are creating along with the forces of nature. We are creating a revolution that is based on truth, that is based on the laws of loving one another, of humanity, of things that sustain the forces of nature. We cannot deviate from that. Not to say that if they come to attack us, we will defend with the same force of love and combat it, and they will all sink down. They will go down. So we wouldn't ascribe to promoting violence. You know, God bless whoever he is, the governor of Edo State. But I say we can never give any applause to violence. I tell you that the powers of these governors is what has ruined the nation, and that's what's causing all these problems. They amass so much of the public funds, stash it all, waiting for the next election. And that's why they've also destroyed the parties, because how can somebody pay 100 million or whatever, 200 to get a form? Where is he going to get the replacement for that? They have tactically eliminated everybody who has any sense of dignity to get into politics. And politics is not politics. We cannot applaud lie, deceit, which is what they're doing. Lying, calumnizing, telling lies and more lies and more lies. And if that's what politics is based on, that nation, with US or China, they will be ruined. They'll be swallowed up. So we have to form a new kind of consciousness of politicking. Politics is not about lies. Any nation who elects their leaders based on lies, based on those foundations, they will go down sooner than later. And our new formation is a formation of the whirlwind of solidity in dignity, in honesty, and all those powerful tenets that are invisible. I thank you for what you're doing, and I say this: we are ready, and the heavens will be ready as long as we maintain our course. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for your submission. Thanks for coming in. We have another person just joining us right now, Elvis Jr. Please, who is behind the name Elvis Jr.? Where are you joining us from?
Mr. Niger Watch. I just want to say thank you very much.
Oh God, this man. I don't know as I want to do your matter.
No, you're doing well. Don't worry. After all this, you're working hard and, you know, sacrifice. I'm telling you, it's going to pay. You're going to smile. Amen. You know, God is going to reward you, and he's going to make sure that the efforts that you have put, you know, it's not going to go on the sea. He's going to crown you and crown us with the desires of our heart, which is to have Peter Gregory Obi at the Aso Villa come May of this year. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, people, I appreciate every one of you for your time with us. It's not, easy, without finally come to the end right now. Please help us to continue to share and like. I would like to bring on the poll right now. Just bear with me. Let me quickly bring the poll. Let me prepare this sharply. Okay, while I'm doing this, let me go on a break so that I'll have time to quickly sort this out. I think it will be better that way. Let me go on a quick break.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the valley, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of the night, you are the pillar. Chickadee, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life.
thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. I appreciate every one of you. So the poll today, although we have lots of voters today, wow. Okay, we have 914 votes. Although there was a time we were having 1,300 people watching. So yeah, I believe everybody tried to vote today. So the question was, will Mr. Peter Obi emerge as the next president of Nigeria come 25th February 2023 as usual? 94% said yes, while 6% said no. All right, it's the same result, similar, results for the past almost 2 weeks now. We'll be carrying out a poll. So we're going to continue to be doing this every day by God's grace, if I remember. If I not remember, now still remind me. Easy. Let us be doing it together. If I never, sometimes if I feel even close like this, I not remember to bring and come on air. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much, my people. Now God will bless every one of you. We are doing well. We are getting there. We're gonna have a new Nigeria pretty soon by the special grace of Almighty God. We are close. Thank you very much, everybody that joined us today. Thank you, all my panelists. I appreciate you all. You guys are wonderful. Alex, even despite that you came late, I was already missing you anyway. Thank God that you still came. I wanted to hear from you. And to Nigeria, thank you so much for coming. To Nigeria, so now because of Alex, now everybody late go. All right. Thank you so much, my people. I appreciate you all. Now God will bless you now. Thank you. All those that spatchatted us, thank you so much. Now God will bless everybody. And those that shared, please continue to share. Let me look at the like. Let me see if we can take this like further up. Okay, let's take this like to 500 before we go. We still have about almost 500 people watching us right now. Can we take
Nigeria
the
watch?
Yes, sir.
Watch. Sorry, I want to just give you this information. To Nigeria is a good person.
Yes, sir.
It's a good. I must say the reason why I'm saying is that he loves his country. I was in a forum where he was, in short, he was being attacked, bombarded from different corners, but he stood his ground. That this country, we should learn to talk good about our country.
Yes, he's always like
to Nigeria. God bless you, and I thank you for what you have done. I love you. God bless you.
Thank you. I like this. That's a great encouragement. Thank you. I like, you see, encouragement is important for a human being. Thank you. Everybody, please mute yourself, or guys. If you don't talk finish, the noise within your house, it disturb all of us for you. Thank you very much. All right, please, can we take that light to 500? We are close. That's the only thing that will delay me here now. The lights, we have 488, just 12 to go. Please, if you have not pressed the like button, the thumbs up, please, can you do that for us? At least 500 likes is enough for YouTube to say, okay, this video is a very interesting video. More suggestion for people we never watch them. And so we take the cash up people. You never know. Now then 1 or 2 person can watch and I can say, I beg make a Yoko support Mr. Peter Obi. We need all numbers right now. We need all. Yes, 490, 10 to go. Press the like button, my people. Press it. Continue to press it. Press the like, the thumbs up right there. Press the like. Press on now. Don't stop. Now 490, your content there is, they move again. Press some, the like I talk. Now 490 deal. Now 10 remain. I know they go anywhere if you not reach that 10. Just the press some and beg. Press and 491 now. Press the like button or the thumbs up right there. Looking at you. Press it before we go. Okay, 8 to go. 492. Just 8 to go. 495. Hey, they don't face. Some of the way they other duvet. Now they don't come out for inside duvet say, make a do one for Nigeria wash. That one I be natural love. They don't come and say, I bet make I do one for this guy. I do one for this guy. 496 now. Thank God go bless you now. 4 more to go. You now you had to talk with the other duvet before. Get up now, guy. Go press Sam. Just get up, me press Sam. Press Sam. 496 is still day. Now 496 is still day. Make you reach 500 before we go. I go there, here, me not there. I be say I don't tire, me not tire again. This thing must reach 500. If you not reach 500, we not come up for here. Press Sam now, 4 to go, 496. Press the tones, 499. I don't know where are those numbers you come once. It don't reduce again, no. Make you reach 500. 499. I they see for here. I don't know what to they see for that side though. 500. Yeah. See, my people. And God bless you now from you. I'm so blessed. Everybody have their audience, but you ask yourself sometimes, what kind of audience do you have? For me, I'm proud of my own audience. So we build ourselves. So I'm proud of them. That's why I'm open for correction. I'm not a perfect man. I will offend you tomorrow. I know they promise you say I know if you offend anybody, I go offend you. But if you let me know, I'll still apologize. Thank you very much. I love my audience. Now God will bless you. Now 501. Thank you. Let's look at the shares. Wow, record break again today. 198 shares. Wow, 198 shares. Now we get today. That means
and yesterday you were shouting about 132.
32 yes, 198. I can't believe this, Alice. Hey, wow. And you know why? My brother Alice. Say God talk and say those that appreciate little will get more. Right?
Yeah, it's true. You're right.
I was shouting for 132.
You were very excited. Yeah.
Yes. That's why they be. So I'm grateful. Thank you very much, my people. Alice, Eden, I see you there. You said that 501. Yes. Thank you for the comment section. Thank you. Yes, it's 502 now. I'm already satisfied. I'm leaving right now. Thank you. Now God will bless you now. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. Thanks for all you do for us here. I appreciate you all. Iris Finest. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. Pansa, thank you so much. Martina Abasuyi, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. Mete Man, thank you very much. Queen Ehi, thank you very much. Emmanuel Okoye, thank you so much. Now God will bless you. Now I'm randomly picking names though. You can not go Steve and not call your name because the comment will get today. It's too much. Ramaka E, Omo, Tayo, Ajayi, thank you so much. God bless you all. And God will bless everybody. Patricia Enofe, my dear sister, I see you right there. Thank you. Jacob Obedient, Abe Johnny, thank you, my good people. I appreciate you all. Alex Usarodion, Mother Rita, thank you so much. I appreciate you now. All of you now. Mr. Pansa, thank you once again. Thank you, my good people. I beg me to share before now go. Azi Abu, I see you. Now then I call and reach. Thank you very much, my people. I will say have a good night. Tomorrow again, we're going to be here in the 5 p.m. Please endeavor to join us and let's do this together. And God bless all of you now. Thank you, my people. Sometimes when a person want to go like this, I be not tired, but you call they pay you. But meanwhile, good night. I love you all.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go to biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. But I know they do competition with anybody. Forgive me, show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. I don't do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love, I go show you love. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan. know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Oh. Tó bá ti sanwó fún Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí o. Ẹ fẹ́ jókòó. Alákọ̀bí. Ṣẹ́gun Nàbí. Alákọ̀bí. Sábàmẹ́là. Anybody? Anybody? Any bobo. Anybody? Mo ló ń folú, ó gbà mí bó ṣe rí mi láti finishi. Délé mo ló ń folú, ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀. Délé o,